That is like quite a throw.
That's like a distant future question, but it's a fair point. Have you spoken about this before?
You always look at videos and you're like, God, they got a baby. They get so many views.
Stop! Shh, don't tell Mum. Hello and welcome to Shh, Don't Tell Mum. My name's Barney.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is the number 7th most listened to parenting podcast in
South Africa.
That is right. The South Africans love us. I can't believe it. But you may notice that myself and Jamie are sat on one side of the room, which can only mean we got a guest, don't we, mate?
Two actual special guests. They are a couple. And they are freaking killing it on social media.
Absolutely are. We found them on TikTok.
I found them on TikTok. I've been a fan.
I found them on TikTok.
No.
Actually.
No, I sent you Chlo and Matt and I was like, these guys are so funny.
Well, if you were wondering who's on and she's just said their names.
Oh
it's Chlo and Matt!
We're so pleased to have you on.
We're so happy to be here. We're very excited. We're like
I've been
extremely.
a fan of yours for a while, by the way. Like,
really?
Oh my God. Honestly, there's one TikTok that you guys did and you were with your family. And I think Chlo sent you a naughty text.
Yes, of course.
The way you edited that as well, I was like, this is gold. It is gold content.
That was
well
a brilliant
done.
video. I like that one, yeah.
Honestly, like, there are so many that I can just rattle off of your videos because I feel like one of the best like hooks of your Chlo and Matt account that you have is that every video is so unique because, you know, you tend to see a lot of people on TikTok and we've spoken about this before that regurgitate content.
Yes.
And, you know, the fact that you offer so much variety is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Every single one you do is so different. It's literally like, I'm like, oh my God, it's so creative as well. Are they sometimes planned or?
I mean, our pranks aren't.
No.
Our pranks are very much real.
That's so rare. Like, I can't tell you how social media, they're like, oh, we
planned
planned the prank. Like, some of the biggest viral pranks are fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's only been like a handful of times where we've filmed and like the audio of our phone has messed up a really certain part and it almost ruins the entire video. So we're like, oh, it was real,
Absolutely.
but let's retake it because the sound's all screwed up. But yeah, generally speaking, they're
And on those
all real.
videos, we get a lot of comments that like, your acting is so bad.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, but it wasn't. Yeah.
You're like, wow, that must be my personality then. Oh my gosh.
Let's rewind. Let's go right back to the beginning. I would like to go with Matt, right? Why don't you kick us off?
Oh, God.
And why don't you say how you and Chlo met? And then Chlo, I want you to take us through your first date.
Oh,
after.
God.
So,
Right. Okay.
how did you guys meet?
Okay, so we met on Tinder.
Yes.
We are a typical millennial couple.
Tinder, slide in the DMs.
Tinder in Cardiff.
And this is big, and you're going to realize how big this is.
Okay.
Person. So I remember the day that I got the notification come up that I got a new match. I was like, oh, amazing. I go on and I see this really cute girl who was standing next to a sheep and put on a big burger in her mouth. So I was like, yeah. She's
my kind of girl.
100%. Yeah. But obviously, you know, we you know the dating game. You don't message first, not immediately anyway. You leave a couple hours, then you message. I don't want to seem like I'm on my phone constantly. So I put my phone down and I start writing a script for my TikTok. And literally 5 minutes later after the match, bloop, comes up. She messaged me first.
Nice.
She messaged me first.
Apparently that's a big deal.
No, that's so good. I like
good.
that.
No, that was a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I knew you were like,
Similar.
you were serious about it. And I was like, yes, let's go.
Even though I sent you a gif of a
You did
guy
send me a
falling
gif.
down a slide.
Yeah. Sliding in. That was it.
Sliding into the DM.
I love that.
So I said, you know that
game.
Just got game.
I like that.
You know, on like
you
The
were like, I like
Godfather,
it. Yeah.
where like the guy turns around in the seat and was like, I've been expecting you. So I sent her that gift back. There was a pug in the seat and I've been expecting you on the top. So that was our first conversation, essentially.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cute. And then how long did it take for you to take the leap and go on your first date?
Wasn't long. It was like 7 to 9 days.
I think it was
Even
earlier than
less,
that. I
even
think it
less.
was like a week.
Like
I
a
think
week
it
then,
was
yeah.
5 days to a week.
Yeah, it was not long at all.
Yeah.
It was just, it was constant conversations. I remember our, if you didn't know, there's a max character limit on Tinder. Didn't know that till I met this one.
Like a twit longer.
It's-
That's what
yeah,
you need for
God.
Tinder.
So we're
A Tinder
I'm
longer.
typing, and then we hit the end of the character limit, and so I have to send that, and then send another paragraph, and it ended up being 2 maxed out character paragraphs and half. Like that's how much we were talking continuously up until our first date and after that.
I think like normal people send each other like 20 to 30 messages a day, like short messages.
Yeah.
I think we could only send each other like 5 or 6
Yeah.
because it took us like half an hour to send each message.
Oh my God.
I timed it 28 minutes. I was curious.
Really?
way.
One of the curious facts.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
I like
Yes.
that. Talk us through the first date then.
Okay.
Chlo.
So it was during lockdown. So there was only a limited amount of things that we could obviously do.
First lockdown?
No, it was like
It was in
Like
2021.
mid-20. Oh, it was 2021.
2021.
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
2021,
So third
Early
Lots of
lockdown.
there, yeah.
Wow, the years are going by quite quick. Yeah. Damn.
Because I remember Wales closed before, and I know this because our dog we went to pick up in Wales, and I had to drive in, and they shut the borders of Wales, so we couldn't actually get in for me to. So I had to pick him up a week before he was meant to leave his mum
Oh.
because they were going to shut it, and then we didn't know how long we'd be in lockdown for. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to take the risk and pick him up early.
Yeah.
And that's how I know Wales shut down before England. But that was the third lockdown because
Yeah.
we decided we wanted a dog halfway through the first lockdown. And then we started looking for
Yeah.
it. And then they fired up the prices for dog
Oh,
purchasing.
yeah.
Yeah.
was
But
crazy.
that's where, because you guys are from Wales. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not
Yeah.
saying a random country for no reason.
We had to be very particular about it. But anyway, sorry, yeah.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no. And so because it was during lockdown, there was a limited amount of things we could do.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up going to his apartment. Really romantic. And he also did not cook for me. We got Domino's.
No, you got Domino's.
This was all pre-planned. Like, this was in our conversation, how much like we love pizza and we love Marvel. I'll let you tell the rest of the story.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Yeah, so anyway, we planned about how much we love pizza and how much we love Marvel. And that was like half our conversations, wasn't it, about Marvel and stuff and like movies. So we decided we were going to watch like loads of Marvel movies and just eat pizza. And I got there. You were really nervous.
I was nervous.
I was going to say, you must have been like, first date, inviting someone round to where you live as well. Was this your place as
This
well?
was my place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I was on my day.
That's quite nerve-wracking.
I was
terrified.
completely chilled. I was
Really?
like, yeah. I'm joking. No, I arrived and I was wearing this jacket that literally it had like these massive sleeves. It was like a similar color to your trousers. And the first thing I said to him was, "Sorry, I look like a croissant." I literally did. I looked like a croissant, which was really funny. And he was like, "It's okay."
Oh my God, that's so cute though.
And we got to his apartment, and I think we were talking for about 3 hours, weren't we? And
Before
we
the movie, yeah.
didn't even realize we were talking for that long. And by that point, it just felt like we knew each other forever. And yeah, that was it. I think I moved in
Nice.
about a week later then.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah. We went on our second date not long after that. And then after our third date, she never left. And we are now here 2.5 years later.
Oh my God, I love that.
I think he's still in shock.
Yeah, that's it.
But the real question is which Marvel movie did you watch?
What did we watch? What was it?
We
Was it
watched, I'm trying to think.
Doctor Strange.
I think we watched Guardians first, though.
Uh,
It was Guardians and Doctor
Guardians
Strange.
is good because of the soundtrack.
Yeah, and it's
Exactly.
like,
So, yeah.
it's like a funner,
Yeah.
more happy
True.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then
then
I tried
Doctor-
to get you to watch The Conjuring, didn't I?
And she was too scared. She was too scared, so we turned it off.
you-
But I like that move. Like, let's get a bit like toasty
scary.
and close.
Yeah.
Let's put the scary movie that I like the tactic. It's a
Now,
good dating
as a
tactic.
little side
choreography.
note-
I thought so.
As a little side note, I have to say, are you in a kind of similar vein aware of how much Marvel has kind of nosedived a little bit? I'm not
Yeah.
a fan, really.
I
A
know.
Secret
I know.
Invasion,
What?
Loki.
No.
I'm not really.
I don't like Loki.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
not
Loki.
really a fan.
I like Loki.
I
but-
don't like Loki. I find it boring.
Like the newest Guardians film is like just about scraped in as
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
another good Marvel film. But I feel like since Endgame,
Oh, 100%.
we're struggling.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I hate to say it, like DC, I feel like they're kind of coming up
They're on
as
the
well.
up, and then
Like
Marvel are-
Shazam, bloody brilliant.
Shazam's brilliant. yeah.
And that new
That's-
one, Blue Beetle or something.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
we
it
haven't
yet.
seen
That
it.
was so
That was
good.
fun,
That
yeah.
was good.
That was fun.
Maybe it wasn't so good.
We
Yeah.
did that in lockdown. We watched the Marvel movies
In
from
order.
beginning
Really?
to end every
Really?
day.
Oh, because they have that on Disney Plus, don't they? Where you can literally watch it. Yeah.
And it was great because we would get a cocktail. We're like, right, cool, get a cocktail. This was before we had kids. Well, a kid, and a dog as well. And they've taken over our lives, a dog and a baby.
Big time.
But watching it from the beginning to the end, like it's Marvel, I'm such a big Marvel fan. And I'm really sad about the
I'm
way
like
it's
a
going.
nerd. I'm a nerd as well.
No.
So we're like, let's watch every Marvel film. And I think I said something like, do you want to watch them in order of how they came out? Or do you want to watch them in order of like the
Brilliant.
timeline? Like that? And she was like, let's just fucking watch the film.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
But that's like watching Star Wars. You'd be watching the newest first.
Yeah, you'd have to go.
And then you'd go to the oldest.
789. Then 789 1 2 3 4 5. No.
Yeah. It's weird.
Let's not.
It's very confusing.
that minefield.
Is it
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9?
That's when how they came out is 4 5 6 1 2 3 7 8 9. Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah,
Rogue
yeah.
One shoved in there.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the other ones were
This is
shoved
brilliant.
in.
You got like the Clone Wars and stuff like that as
Series.
well.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. See, nerds. We're gonna be friends.
Yeah, I know. I said, you guys are going to be our new
Dominoes
content
and
friends.
Star
which
Wars.
is great. Yeah. It's brilliant.
I think you guys need to go on a date.
So, okay. Social media. One of the reasons why we're all here. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Myself and Jamie, like we were speaking about this earlier. We started about a year ago in April, like more stringently, let's say, as part of our day-to-day lives. Matt, you entered into the world of YouTube quite a while ago.
Yes.
Did you kind of intro Chlo into this kind of world and say, look, we can make something together? Or what were the first steps taken to when the social media started blowing up for you guys as a couple?
A couple. So when we met, I was doing MJC Matthew full time, and
Which is your YouTube channel, right? And TikTok?
And TikTok.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we met, and you were doing your counselling degree still at uni her last year, and she finished it. She graduated, and then I said, basically, drop your entire life's plan and do this with me. Come do social media with me. So originally the channel name was it just Chlo May?
It was Chlo and Matt,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just Chlo May, just your channel on your own, because I had mine. I was doing mine, and then
But it was couple content. So it wasn't
Yeah,
Chlo
on
and
your
Matt,
channel.
but yeah,
Yes.
but
Okay.
it was, we were doing things together, weren't we?
Yeah, but then you'd also do videos, like little challenges and stuff on your
Yes,
own, because
yeah.
it was your channel. And then it wasn't long. It was a couple months later that we thought, we'll rebrand it into Chlo and Matt. It'll help followers. We can do more stuff together. And eventually we just put all of our time into that. Not today.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So predominantly the TikTok has been like the driving force of your like social media for the
100%.
past, year or so?
Well, you've
Me
been
three.
before you met me, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Me-
MJC Matthew took off really quickly during COVID.
during first
Yeah.
lockdown.
So you started it in lockdown, and that
First
was
lockdown,
YouTube
yeah.
first.
My YouTube took off because of my TikTok.
Okay.
But YouTube had like, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, like not really, and nothing I could make a career out of. And then TikTok finally started to do well. And that's when I was like, oh, thank everything. Because lockdown, everyone was just consuming content.
It was your
Doing
dream.
Nothing but consuming
Your
content.
dream since you were a little boy, really, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I love it.
15, 14. Yeah.
That's so cool. I think that as well for your own channel as well. I mean, for those of you who may not be initiated or aware, combined just on TikTok, you've almost got 6 million followers, which is like
That's crazy.
that's outrageous. And you know, in such a short space of time, we kind of have a little inkling into that. You know, we've only been doing it for about a year and a bit.
Yeah.
So we know that the speed at which everything can change
Absolutely.
and grow
So fast.
and also plateau.
Oh,
I felt
100%.
like, you know,
Yeah.
you get that burst, and then
I've
you know,
had
if you don't-
numerous mental breakdowns.
and then if you don't have like that variety, or you know, you have a certain set of expectations of when your channel starts blowing up, of you know what you expect your content to do and how many likes, or
Yeah.
at some point you have to take your mind away from that.
Yeah, you
because it's
Absolutely.
not
Can't
healthy.
follow the
It's not.
likes anymore.
100%.
Yeah, that was a journey, definitely. Like learning to be able to come away from that and stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Because, I mean, if I didn't have you, I probably would have quit at some point, but I would have been totally depressed by the entire thing because it's so hard. You know, when your views plateau and for like a few days and they just don't do well and just don't know why and what is happening. But you know, the algorithm changes all the time, and you just got to keep telling yourself that there's reasons for these things, or maybe your content is just not as good as it was a few days ago. And
Or
like,
sometimes you put hours into editing a video and you're like, this is going to go so big. And then you post it and it gets like 1,000 views and you're like, what?
Yeah.
The one thing that annoys me about social media is anytime you advertise another platform on that, it just flops. Like any, you mention
absolutely.
Trying to
YouTube,
plug YouTube
on
on
they
TikTok
know.
is like a no-go.
and I'm like,
How
you
do
can't
they
say
know?
YT, you can't say you, and then it just goes, and I'm like, how does this?
Yeah.
How does it know?
It's like I won't name any names, but we know like quite a few couples that do it, that advertise their YouTube on their TikTok, and they'll like bang out 1 million views on their promotion, and
We've
then we'll do
literally-
it. We're like 3K.
Wow. Yeah. Same with us.
Yeah.
Same with
How the
us.
hell? And I'm like, is it because they just don't? But then I'm like, how do you get people to go over to the other platform
Without
if you don't
saying?
say
Yeah.
YouTube? Especially because we've only got 4,000 followers on YouTube. We're slowly building it up, our vlogs, and we love vlogging. Like it's one of my. I've always wanted to
fun.
vlog. Even before Barney had his TikTok, I was doing DJ to diapers, which was the transition from DJing to
That's
being a
awesome.
mum. Because it's not really spoken about. And I remember I used to get so upset because we're like, oh, I'm literally I'm spending days on end editing this and it's getting 35 views.
I know.
Oh my God. And then anytime you put it on another platform, it just wouldn't even pop. Even though you put something else on and it goes viral, and like that took like 1 minute. There was one we did, it was a filter about anytime we mentioned pregnancy, anytime. You guys did it the other day on the shopping. You mentioned it.
Oh, yeah.
that was a good
And they love it. They
do,
love
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pregnancy, engagement, like anything like that. It's like, oh my God, tell me. And
Any life milestones, essentially.
Yeah.
It's just,
Big
I,
time.
Yeah,
I had a surgery back at the beginning of the year. I had a nose job, and I didn't know how those videos were going to go down. But like on our YouTube channel, that was our first video that got over 20,000 views. I guess at like 25,000 now, and we're like, right, what stuff can we do similar to that?
Should I keep getting
one of the
surgery?
surgery's going to get,
There you go. Aesthetics. We were talking about aesthetics earlier.
We were.
Yeah, there you go. You
Yeah.
need to just start.
You're going to see my eyes
Feeling
being
your
injected
arm or
like,
something.
in the next couple of weeks. Like they injected like under here, and it's terrifying. Someone coming at you with a needle. Oh no! It's honestly so terrifying. But yeah, that's going to be on our YouTube channel.
It's just somebody goes, "Do I look good?" And he's like, "Black eyes."
Yeah, and I'm like, my eyes like
Eyes are
watering so much, and I've got these
Oh
like
my
holes
days.
here. And I'm like, oh, do I
wow.
look good?
The pain.
But just to put it out there, because a lot of people thought I did not get a nose job for the views.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's clarify that.
I had a
clarify
nose
that.
job when I had an accident, so I'd smashed my nose. They had to rebuild it.
Wow.
But I was 12 when I had it done. And they say, there's one of the tricks is your nose will never grow because your nose and your ears keep growing until
Yes.
you're
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
for the rest of your life. Yeah, so your nose will stay really small.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the tips.
I wanted to ask because you mentioned earlier about like the things that kind of are difficult to cope with in social media. When you're used to this kind of explosive growth and then this plateau, and then it kind of continues to do that. It keeps you on your toes, let's say. But do you get a lot of experience with a certain type of people that have negative comments? I know the best thing to do is to like not pay attention to them.
Karen
We
in
call
the
it
comments.
Karen's in the comments. We have like a section on our podcast. We talk about people who, either rub you up the wrong way in the comment section, or they're just saying stuff just to try and get a reaction. Because ultimately, people in your comment section, if they get a reaction from you, they love
Yeah.
it. Because
Oh,
they're like, they
yeah.
noticed me. So do you have is there a significant amount of experience with that? Matt's face is just telling it all.
Oh my God.
His face is like, Chloe, do you want to take this one?
I feel like I've been speaking loads. Do you want to like?
Oh,
what
sure.
about you? Have you had any?
I somehow managed to go kind of hidden. I don't actually get that many
It's not fair.
hate comments. Yeah, I know. Like there'll be like one every now and then, basically saying that she's out of my league. Fair enough. Not really a hate comment, but you you're the firing line.
Yeah, it's like any
no.
a big
Females
one.
are though on social media for
Yeah.
some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Men aren't really
No,
attacked.
no. It's like you'll see a prank being done or something, and the guy will be doing it on the girl, and it'll get next to no hate comments, and it'll be really funny. And then a girl will do it on the guy, and I mean the amount of abuse comments I get saying
It's
that I'm
bad.
abusing him,
Yeah.
that it's all like mental games and like he should dump me and stuff. Just been a it's ridiculous. But I mean, I think the ones that get to me the most are definitely the weight comments.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you need to lose weight. And I've had one in particular
I know what you're
about
gonna
a week and a half ago. It was awful. And it was someone with no profile picture.
Yeah, of
obviously.
course.
Of course,
yeah,
the ones, yeah.
keyboard warrior.
Yeah, and they literally wrote a paragraph basically like, "Hi guys, love your content, like a big fan.
but."
Just let you know, Chloe needs to lose a few pounds because, she's really getting quite fat. And if he's telling you that you don't, then he's lying to you. And I think you need to do something about it."
Like I'm looking
know.
out for you guys. I'm
Yeah,
like,
just looking out for you. And I was like, oh my God.
You just blocked them
That's
straight away.
The worst.
No, I
like,
actually-
disguising your comment
Exactly.
as something out of kindness to say
Yes.
something horrible.
I know.
It's like, so
I
we
was
were
like, who
talking
do you
about
think
the
you
other
are?
day. It's like the shit sandwich comment. Like You
Yeah,
like say something
you
nice at the
layer it.
beginning and something nice at the end,
Yeah.
and you just fucking put a turd in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's just so out. Of
I know
order.
it sucks. And so you said, did you just block them? Well, I was thinking about it, but that is the one comment that I did actually reply to, and I definitely shouldn't have, but I did. And I basically just said, because if other females read that and, you know, and they're having weight issues or they're dealing with mental health and stuff, like it's not okay. And also if other young boys are reading it and looking
They
up
think
to
it's
that kind of
okay to say
behavior,
that.
they think it's all right if no one comments back. And I just said, like, you should never comment on a woman's weight, no matter what you think, and no matter what you think is right and wrong. Everyone has got different opinions, but my partner loves me no matter what, and it really doesn't matter, and I don't give a shit about your opinion, basically.
Yeah.
And
By
I
the
had
way, you don't fucking need to lose weight. So. Whoever that was.
and actually I feel like that was the right thing to do, because I had quite a lot of replies then basically telling him to fuck off.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was
a guy as well.
It was a guy, yeah. It usually is. It usually is guys. I mean, I have had girls comment some horrible stuff. I think we had a video recently, a few months ago. It was our most viral. It went like 56 million views or something. And
Love that video, by the way. I watched it the other day.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Which one is it?
Video.
Which one?
The 56 million view one is the one. Oh my god, is it? It's a.
I forgot
it's
my-
a prank, isn't it?
I forgot my
The
phone.
phone.
Yeah, well, I
That's it,
didn't.
yeah.
God,
I didn't
you
forget
took
my
a
phone.
photo
the
of your
phone, and then
You took a photo of your phone
Yeah.
and sent it to you and said you left your phone and you
Yeah.
get your phone.
And I'll be honest,
Oh
like,
my god, that's
so
incredible.
it's very mixed. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, that's obviously fake, like she would never do that. And then other people are like, oh, I literally did that the other day, or 100% I would do that. And genuinely, if you know me in real life, that is me.
That was genuine.
I do that stuff
Wow.
all
Yeah.
the time. I'm such a diz. But yeah, that video, it was great, and it hit 8 million views before bed that
Yeah, it was
night
incredible.
within a
It was
few
really
hours, which is just insane. But I was crying in the bedroom and basically begging like to take the video down
Oh,
because
you were getting okay.
so many hate comments.
Oh wow.
And
was really bad.
yeah, that was tough, and I had to just stop looking. But I think I was up all night going through the comments and
no.
deleting. I was
Yeah,
deleting loads of
thousands.
comments, thousands.
So
of
what
comments.
is your tip for future content creators to kind of not go into that? Because I feel like everybody sometimes goes into a minefield on their social media and then will read every comment and then will slowly, you don't realize at the time how much that's actually impacting you until like a few days later. And you're
Yeah.
like, this is not fun.
I think that at the end, if you're going to start content creation, then you've got to know it's inevitable that you're going to get hate comments, and it's also inevitable that you're going to look at them. You know, and that's the truth of the matter. If you're making content and it's you and you're being raw online, or you know, or even if you're faking something and you're putting something out that's not you, because it's your content, you own it. You're gonna look at what people are saying about you, and if it's mean, if it's rude, then don't feel like you can't delete the comments, because you can, and just know that when you're getting hate comments, know that you've made it, because people are jealous.
That's what I say. If you're
With
getting,
jealousy.
what did Manny say, our neighbor, the other day? He said like it was a quote about negativity. He was like, if you're getting hate,
It's just, I think he said if you're getting, it's something along the same lines. If you're getting hate, it just
you're
means you're doing something right.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. But he said it was like an actual sentence, and I was like, this is
It's like
incredible.
a quote from someone famous.
Yeah, and it was just something about that. If when you're getting all this abuse, you are, you know, tapping into it, doing something good.
Yeah.
Quote. It's a good
That's
one.
not it.
It's a really good
That
quote,
is
eh?
not
It's a nice one.
Anyway,
Nice.
I've seen a lot of people celebrate their first ever hate comment. It's like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
you know,
It's just like if you're fueling the fire by responding, or even, you know, some people make videos about their haters in the comments and stuff like that. You're kind of doing what they want.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it
Absolutely.
for attention. Now I know that you said you shouldn't have replied,
Yeah.
but you replied in a cool, calm, level-headed way.
Yeah.
And so that made them feel like a dick because they wanted you to lash out. That's essentially what they wanted.
Yeah.
And because they'd be like, oh, but I was just being nice in my comment. It's like, well, no, you fucking weren't, mate. Let's be
No,
honest.
yeah.
So we actually have a segment in our podcast that we do weekly that we like to call TikTok turn-offs.
Yeah.
What kind of videos that you see, maybe a genre or a type of video that you see a lot of on your algorithm, because obviously we know everyone's is different, that you just hate. Do you have one to kick us off, Jamie?
so what was mine last week? It was
Your
people
love-
that repeat content.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I do see social media posts that are like, oh, you know what really annoys me is when they're like, and we do it sometimes, but we don't do it all the time. Some people like will put like, I've got a surprise. in the clues in the video, those kind of things. And I know we've done that.
Wait
in the
right here
past.
for
It
part
actually
two.
annoys
Click
me.
here for part two. And you're like, oh, just tell me.
Yeah.
Every time. That's what annoys. That's something that annoys me.
That is annoying.
Part one,
Yeah.
part two videos, but I don't mind a part one, part two, as long as they're both like relevant
Live.
videos or good.
Yeah.
And as long as they're both actually on the page, because
Oh,
sometimes you have to wait like
yeah.
a week until the second
yeah,
part's
100%.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't think
But
of
it's
that.
good though when you can click on the comments and it part two pops up at the bottom. I think that's really good.
Yes.
Then you can go. I sometimes get into these whole documentaries on TikTok where it's like
Part
10 minutes.
19.
Yeah. And I end up in like this hole of documentaries. I'm like, how did I do this about missing people? I love like
I see it a lot
Oh,
about
yeah,
people
love
digging for
them.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like so many documentaries about people
What?
that dig for gold.
Oh my
And-
God.
those.
You know,
What's your algorithm?
You know Jade, the green stone?
No.
There's like a documentary about how these people find these giant stones in these quarries. And then they use a diamond saw to saw them in half, and then it breaks, and you see like all this green stone within
Whoa.
it.
Wow.
And I got lost. I got in a weird rabbit hole the other day of watching Jade being cut open.
Like
No.
4 hours has gone by.
I know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
okay. Matt, let's start with you, mate.
Yeah.
Kick us off with a TikTok turn off of yourself.
ASMR. And I know that's a controversial one.
Okay, because that's very popular.
Yeah, but it makes me want to eat my phone, put my hand in the microwave, and jump off a bridge. I can't
The
stand
nails.
What does that even mean?
it. I don't know what it
People
means,
like
but I
tapping
hate
their,
it.
like,
Yeah.
phone with their nails. And you're like, what are you doing?
And you're like, oh,
I can't stand it. I can't
That's such a
stand
good one.
Absolutely
Is this
hate
like
it.
is this
Hate it.
every kind of ASMR? So eating. What's the worst one?
So-
Because there's eating. There's like there's that lady. Have you seen the expensive car lady who like brushes her hands?
Yes.
across cars and she's like, yeah, it's so weird.
No, but I have misophonia. So you know that thing where
can't you get annoyed when people chew?
like people chew and little sounds, like anything like that. So when I see ASMR, it almost triggers that in my brain. I get so angry. I hate it. I can't stand it. I'm like, get away. I don't know why it pops up because I've never
away.
liked one.
You're not
So, I don't know why it
interested.
pops
You
up.
hold it down and you press that not
Not
interested.
interested.
Swipe up and then
Yeah.
another one
Yep.
comes up. And you're like,
100%.
what?
Yeah.
Possibly the best thing TikTok's ever invented. The
Yeah,
not
but it
interested.
doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah,
work
brilliant.
though.
No.
You do it and you come across it again.
Yeah. You know what happened on the train earlier? Because we had
Oh
to...
my days. Yeah. So we got on the train, the one that wasn't cancelled, thankfully. And we sit down, it's a pretty empty carriage, and there's a guy to our left, who we were sat there for about 10 minutes before the train moved, and he kept making the worst sound I've ever heard come from a human being. And it was just kind of like a sniffle back of the throat, backwash type thing.
Hate that.
I didn't even notice it
Oh
though.
my
Like
God.
I didn't.
It was silent in there. So I literally got up and said, we're moving. I can't sit
We
next to him.
moved like 5 carriages down.
I
I
couldn't
can still
deal.
hear it.
I couldn't deal.
I was on a flight to India once and that happened
No.
because their culture is coughing and spitting and
spitting,
stuff
yeah.
is polite because it means you've enjoyed your food. But they're like,
Right.
Ooh.
Yes.
and you're like, oh,
What?
yeah, like
That's about to leave, babe.
that's
About to leave.
I know, but that's what they do, and you're stuck on a tube,
On a-
tube, on an airplane. You can't escape,
Yeah.
and these noises
Oh,
from
no.
everyone, and it's just, it's horrendous.
Shut
Just-
myself in
yeah.
the bathroom for 12 hours. That's what I would do. I am staying in that cabin.
Let me tell you, it was horrendous, and I thought to myself, oh my god, like manners, but then that is their manners.
Yeah, it is.
that
Yes.
it.
Oh, yeah.
So, talk to us a little bit about, because we have to stay within the vein of this podcast title, Shush Don't Tell Mum.
Of course.
We want to talk a tiny little bit up to you guys about what the future holds for you guys when it comes to, have you had a conversation
Yeah.
about becoming parents, having kids, things like that? Obviously, we are well aware that we are a different generation to you guys. So this might be something, I know you've told us you're only, 2.5 years into the relationship, 2 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's
So-
why.
Almost 3.
Almost 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do think that is a good time to like start having those conversations though. We are so delayed in it. We've been together 7 years and we're not engaged yet, and we have a baby.
Really?
So we've done everything backwards.
She's just dropping that in there.
And our
just-
baby's only 18.
We're not engaged
Our
yet,
baby's
by the
only 18 months old. So I don't know. I think that's quite normal, the 2-year thing, to then have that talk.
Well, we're about to find out if it
But
is normal.
they've
Have
just
you
done
had
a
the
social.
chat?
They've put a pregnancy test in a bar seat. I know it was, but I'm just telling
And
you.
did you see his reaction?
Yeah. There you go.
Has there been any kinds of talks about what you may want in the future and stuff like that? What, let us peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, I think I mean, I think you said that 2 years is normal. I think we started talking about it about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. We were
Nice.
quite. Yeah.
That's passion for you.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
long time ago, wasn't it? But we don't talk about it as if like, oh yeah, we want to do it soon. We've always said that we really want to take our time with it.
29:30, yeah.
You know,
Cool.
and
I think that's
like,
a solid age.
My age.
There
That
we
was
go.
me.
Yeah.
I was 30.
yeah, and I sort of agree with that. Like
Yeah.
I'm completely happy with that. And considering that before I met you, I was planning on becoming a psychotherapist. I feel like that's more of a straightforward career. You sort of get into a job, it's an annual
There's a
pay,
routine,
it's a
like,
routine,
yeah.
you know, but with your own business, when, you know, because we don't have any other jobs, we literally just do Chlo and Matt. That requires a lot of work and a lot
does.
of
People
effort.
don't
We work
realise.
weekends. Well, there is. It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And
No,
you
it
release a
doesn't.
video and then you have to do the next one.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
it's a never-ending roll of work.
Yeah, and you never switch off. And I think that we're always trying to think of the next step. And I've not only thought of what we're going to do tomorrow, but what we're going to be doing 2 years down the line, and you know, where we want to take our careers next. And you've got to think about the future. And I don't personally see a baby being in that within the next 4 years.
No, I would agree with that.
You know.
It's a fair point, but it's nice to think that you are actually thinking ahead and are aware of what each other wants in the future, so that, you know, you have some semblance of a plan. You know,
Yes.
we understand. I mean, even our normal jobs, like I'm a presenter, Jamie's a DJ, so we're in that same entertainment vein.
Well,
so
we
have
weren't even
a similar
planning
thing.
on getting pregnant. That wasn't in
Yeah.
our plan. We
I mean,
were,
that could happen too. Like, yeah.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
just never know. And I think it was one of those decisions. Well, okay, we were in lockdown. I think. Well, were we when we fell pregnant? No, I think we just come out of lockdown and then we fell pregnant and then we thought, well, we might as well. We're getting on a bit in our 30s.
I accidentally agreed to that.
Yeah, you are.
But honestly, it was just one of those things you just can't. It's hard to plan these things. But one of the things that we always struggle with is because we're quite happy being on camera and filming. We just film as we go along. We've started noticing social media that people aren't showing their kids anymore. Like Matt and Abby, they don't show their babies anymore, but they did at the beginning. And I'm like, is it because they are so viral now and they started to see these weird comments? Like, we don't show our address, but we'll show our baby. And we had this one time where somebody was like, hey, I've made a comic of Rocket's face and
They use
turned
AI to create
him into a comic book. It was a gift. And we were like, oh, this is cool. They sent it to us. But it was so scary because we were like, he's like a walking comic. And I kind of was like, oh God, this is crazy. He's always in our content because he's always with us. So it's hard. It's hard. Because you guys are on social media, my question to you guys is, have you thought about whether, because you were in social media, if you fell pregnant, would the baby be part of your content? Have you thought about that yet? That is like quite a throw.
That's like a
question.
distant future question, but it's a fair point. Have you spoken about this before?
because you always look at videos and you're like, God, they got a baby. They get so many views.
It's true, but we won't have a kid for content, of course. But
Of course.
yeah, for content. But you know, we like to document everything we do in our life, so it's inevitable that the kid will be there. And with that will be views, and that'll be great. No, I'm joking.
I think that we've always discussed, like, you know, because Chlo and Matt on our YouTube, we don't post very often on our YouTube. It's definitely something that we would like to start doing more. And inevitably, where we want to be in the future is constantly uploading on our YouTube channel, like vlogs. And so naturally, I think that would turn into a family channel when we have.
Do you
family,
have your joint YouTube channel as well?
We do.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
We
know
have a
that.
little
So
club.
Chlo and Matt is
Matt.
the.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm
That's
gonna
the
check them out.
joint. We have only uploaded like a handful of vlogs.
Yeah.
But I think what we at now, like 12.
Yeah, it's around 13 and a half, something like that.
Yeah. So it's. I think we've only just recently got monetized because, as you probably know, that
Yeah, it does take
Oh,
a
my
while.
days take so long.
takes so long to get monetized on YouTube. But yeah, we've got about 5 vlogs, haven't we, that need to be edited and
And put out, yeah.
put out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make
so,
a backlog of content. It's what we do as well,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
especially we travel a lot for work. So
Oh gosh.
you know, I'll go overseas for like a week or two or something like that. So we need that kind of
course.
that buffer of, you know, okay, it's fine. We've got 3 videos that need to be edited and put out there.
Definitely.
So then it's weird to then think that you can't really timeline your videos and be like, this is what we did on this day.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be a bit generic and weird
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's like, delving into it. I'm glad that you guys have thought about kids, because this next segment of our show might
Oh, it's a
not have
fun
made
one.
sense.
Okay.
So, Chlo,
Yeah.
get out.
God.
You're going to go and sit
coming
there.
out.
All right,
Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to have kind of Mr. and Mrs. style questionnaire that we're going to do with you, Matt.
It's called
Okay.
Shush, Don't Tell Mum.
It's called the Shush Don't Tell Mum game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
I know, it's so original. So, Matt, we're basically going to ask you questions.
Okay.
You're going to have to answer them, and answer them as yourself, but
Yeah.
with an inkling maybe of what will Chlo think your answer's going to be.
Right,
Because
okay.
when she comes back, she's going to try and answer the questions and guess
What you said.
answered.
Hey,
Understand?
okay, I like it. Yeah.
get it?
Let's
Like
do
it.
it. Let's do it.
Because obviously some of these questions are going to be in the vein of the podcast. It's going to be
This-
a little bit parenty, but
Okay,
also
brilliant.
coupley as well, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the game.
This is the first time we've ever played this game as well. You're the first couple.
Connected. Brilliant.
Hang on, are they the first couple on this podcast? Because we've had.
First couple, yeah.
Yeah, you're the first couple on the pod.
Ooh, let's
five.
go. To future podcasts of us, we're going to get you to rejoin when you have 20 million followers. It's going to be fab.
Love to.
Yeah,
for it.
play.
Enjoy.
Okay, let's
it
kick things
loud.
off. We have
Alright,
10 questions
okay.
for you, Matt.
Okay.
It's going to be great. I'll kick things off. Shall I kick
Let's
things
do
off?
it. Yeah.
I'll kick things off. Okay. In one word,
All right.
I want you to say what your first impression of Chloe was.
Remember, she's going to have to answer this
She's
as
going to
well.
have to answer this as well.
I have my answer. I'm just trying to think if she. Yeah, I'm gonna go funny, as in a sense of humor.
Okay,
That's one of the first
cool.
things I noticed.
Cute. Okay.
Question number 2.
Now, who would play you in a movie about your life?
Oh no. I've never had anyone like she always has it where people compare her to certain people.
Yeah,
like
celebrities.
But I've never had that. And people don't compare me to anyone.
Ooh, this could be an interesting
I'm just gonna
one.
have to go with like an actor that I actually like love.
Then she'll have to guess it.
Yeah. Oh no, I think Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to write these down, don't I? Tom. Oh, someone.
Okay. And also, okay.
What is
Yeah.
your worst habit?
You don't have to whisper. Yes, to whisper.
I'm just making sure she could lip read from over there.
Probably. It's probably like if she makes a sound with her food, even accidentally, it'll be like a meerkat.
Ah.
I can't help. It's like a reaction. And it is like a habit where I can't stand hearing people eat. So I think she's gonna say that, where it's like that immediate like
That's your
meerkat
word, yeah.
reaction.
Okay. And what's your most embarrassing moment?
Since you've known each other.
Since we've known each other.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh no. Oh, I don't know. Embarrassing moment.
It's a tough one, that. It's like, when did you
Yeah.
fall over in public?
Yeah.
Have you ever puked or done something even worse in public?
Hmm. We don't have many, but the car before we have now, it broke down on a roundabout, like completely shut down, and so it caused a shit ton of traffic, and it was so embarrassing and so annoying. So that's the only one I can think off the top of my head. I don't know if she's gonna get.
Was she
that,
with
but
you when that
She
happened?
was. Yeah. We were
Oh,
together.
okay.
Yeah.
If Chloe had a free pass to sleep with any celebrity of her choosing, who would it be?
I don't know his
She'll
name.
be able to
I don't know
answer
his
that
name.
one.
Yeah.
You'll be able to. But
Yeah,
will
but
you
what will
say
you
her
say?
answer?
Oh, I do know his name. Luke Hemmings.
Oh,
Who's that?
5 Seconds of Summer, the like main singer.
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Cute.
Oh, yeah. 5 sauce.
Right. So now we're going into the parenting side of
Okay,
things.
love
Okay.
that.
Now, who is going to change the most nappies in the relationship once you have kids?
Yeah, I want to say me, but I know she's not going to say me. I know she's going to say her. So
Yeah,
we'll go
Chlo.
Chlo. We'll go Chlo.
Okay. And who's going to take the most baby photos? I feel like it's going to be you.
Ooh, I think it is going to be me. When we see dogs and stuff and cats, and I'm always like, oh, it's cute. So I think it's going to be the same with a baby. I think it's me.
Which parent will the baby look like more?
Oh God,
Who's
I
got
hope
the
it's not me
stronger
when it's
Welsh
younger.
genes?
Oh.
Could be 50-50
I
though.
guess the way that you would say it, like, is does your family look really similar? Whose family
Yeah.
looks more
That's
similar?
true.
That's probably
That's my
the
side.
genetic strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think her family looks more similar to each other than mine. I'm going to go her.
Okay.
I'm going to go her. Yeah.
9.
Okay, we've got one more after this.
Okay.
Who's going to get up more in the night to check on the baby?
Me.
I love
And I
that.
know that because we recently took care of my parents' dog. I know a dog and baby are completely different, but that's all I've got to go off. And every morning when the dog needs to go toilet or anything like that, or at night, it'd be me every single time without fail. So if she says her, I'm going to be visibly frustrated.
Who's going to fight more to be the favorite parent?
Oh, yeah, we've spoken about this. And I've said I'm going to be the favorite parent.
Hey!
I've said it.
Chlo,
Me.
re-enter the room. Here we go.
I'm worried she heard that too quickly. I'm like, is she going to know all the answers to it?
Hello?
Did you hear anything?
No.
Okay, good. We were trying to
What are you
be
listening
quiet.
So we asked Matt 10 questions. And you're going to have to try and guess what he answered. Okay? We're going to kick things off by saying, we asked Matt in one word, what was your first impression of Chloe? What did he say in one word?
I don't know if you've gone cute or like horrible.
What?
Horrible.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything like that's going to make me sound like a
So it's like
big-headed.
complimenting yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to compliment myself. Funny?
You got funny! That's one. Let's go.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Matt, you keep a tally. You keep a tally on your hands of
Yeah.
how we're getting on. Second question was, who does Matt think would play him in a movie about his life?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Yeah?
that's a no.
No,
Tom
that's
Holland.
not.
Oh,
Tom
no,
Holland.
I had that reaction maybe.
That was so quick. You answered that, Ryan Reynolds.
Well, I thought, right, but he's like older. I was trying to think of someone like my age, like close to my age.
I think we're Ryan Reynolds' age.
Oh my God, don't reach me like
He's
that.
in his 40s, right? Yeah.
Personality, like wise, you know, like.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
take
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Take that.
I'll take
Yeah.
that.
She said, "Do you have Ryan Reynolds' personality?"
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. People say that about you on social media. I see it. They're like, he got his humor. I'm like, yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
Not the receding hairline, though.
As in, his is worse or mine's worse?
No, yours is worse. We'll talk about that later.
Savage beast.
What's Matt's worst habit?
Noise, what was that? What? Ooh. Do you have any bad habits? Play any games for too long?
No, it's reacting to food sounds because he's like a
oh,
little baby.
yeah.
Oh,
that's so annoying.
He said even if you chew something like for a moment that's too loud, he'll be like,
He's like,
Well, every night we eat cereal in bed, every single night.
we do biscuits in the morning.
every night we eat cereal in bed.
And you have
So
to
I
be
let you know,
really
your cereal.
careful.
Your cereal of choice.
Crave.
Crave.
Yeah,
Is that
Crave.
the one with chocolate in the middle. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Banging.
Both of you?
Weetabix. I don't like chocolate cereal.
Weetabix.
I'm about
Yeah.
Weetabix, yeah.
I like that. Sugar on
He's
top.
very
Oh, yeah.
particular.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, of course.
But
Of
he
course.
turns the telly up to about 70 in volume.
No.
Yeah.
Because
and
you are
we're in an
chewing.
apartment building,
You're
by the way.
chewing. Just because you're chewing.
Because I'm chewing,
No.
yeah. If he hears anything, he goes. And I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God, I love that. And what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to Matt in your relationship?
We asked him his most embarrassing moment.
No idea.
He didn't know how to answer this as well. So he was
Yeah. It
saying
was a tough
that.
one.
It was a tough one, but there was one moment that happened. But you guys were together, so you know about it.
I so badly want to say, like, well, one time he shat himself.
I have no idea. I actually don't know. I'm flabbergasted by that one. I don't know.
He said that he broke down on a roundabout.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
And it was awful.
Okay, fair enough.
He
But
wanted
when
the
I
world to
drive
swallow
it,
you.
You were driving, but we broke down on a roundabout. We broke down on a roundabout.
He missed that bit out.
Yeah,
actually.
it was embarrassing as a whole, you know.
fair
it's
I
meant to
enough.
be just
stopped working.
you.
I didn't have it.
I suppose you're like stuck in the middle and everyone's effing you and you're like, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
That was
We asked Matt
Really
if
bad.
you had a free pass to sleep with any celebrity of your choosing.
Hemmings?
Okay,
There we
yeah,
go.
that's right.
No hesitation
5
there.
seconds of summer.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
They are
Did you tell
great.
a story?
I didn't.
Shall I
Go
tell
on.
it, or is
Yes,
it a bit
please do.
TMI?
Nope, definitely tell it.
No, do it. We
Do
love
it.
TMI.
We love it.
So basically, he always says to me like, "Oh, one day I might get like you to meet Luke Hemmings or something. Like, if that's possible in the future." I said, "Don't do it. Like, don't. I
will
will.
jump
I will
on
be
him."
really mad if you no, because I know that I will shit myself. Like, I think I actually will like poo my pants.
Oh my God, I love that.
And don't show this to your dad, by the way. He hates it when I say that. And basically, I went to their concert for the first time when I was like 14, 15, and I actually peed myself.
Wow. So you were
Yeah.
going that
I was going
mad.
that mad.
Were you at the front as well? Did you
No,
fight your way?
no. Luckily, I wasn't. We were like up on not in the stalls, like up
But
there.
yeah, in like the
And I was with my friend, and we were screaming the entire time, and I actually peed myself.
Well, don't worry. When you have a baby, you do it all the
happens
time.
all the time.
All the time. I mean, I feel like women need to wear nappies after they have a baby because you just laugh and it just comes out. And you're just like, oh, this is why depression happens. So because you're not allowed to laugh because you just wet yourself every time you laugh.
So I actually saw One Direction when they were
Right.
at Wembley Stadium,
Yeah.
and 5 Seconds of Summer was supporting them.
Oh yes.
And I saw them, and after everything was said and done, and we were walking home, I was like, I think 5 Seconds of Summer we were better. They were amazing.
They're amazing. They're so
They were
good.
really
100%.
good.
They're a proper band. I mean,
Yeah, proper band.
I like One Direction. I do, but I was never like fangirl. But 5 Seconds of Summer, 100% better than One Direction.
Who's going to change the most nappies? That was the next question.
I think me.
Yes, you're right.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
said
I think.
you?
I think I will.
I
Fair play.
said the answer's me, but I know you're going to say you. So I went with you.
I think because of my content, people probably think that I do more, but actually it's very even. We probably change the same amount of nappies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much bang
But it
on.
depends on what time of day, because I'm a morning person, you're an evening person.
Yeah.
I'm a zombie at night, and he is, which is weird because I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
But for him, he's like, he has no energy in the mornings. That's how we got into our massive argument on Sunday, was because I'd DJ'd all night and then had to do the 6 a.m. wake up call.
Right.
And that's what caused the whole eruption of hell.
Right.
Mount Vesuvius
Yeah.
erupted in our bedroom.
Not
and
good.
Just
Hell froze over.
Yeah. So who's going to take the most baby photos out of
Oh,
you
me.
both?
Oh,
that's wrong.
He
Matt
said
said
that
him.
Matt-
Matt.
He said that he's
Yeah.
going to.
Why
Yeah.
do you think you?
Because he's like,
I always take the photos like dogs, and I'm always
I
the one
think
taking
we're
photos.
pretty equal.
well, that's good. At least you have lots of photos.
Yeah.
That's cute. And which parent will the baby look most like?
Ooh. Right, okay. I don't think that it'll look. Oh, then again, I don't think it'll look more like you because you don't really look like your dad.
See, I like the thinking.
Be
I sense the
good.
genetic
Yeah,
argument.
yeah.
Who does the family look most? Which
Yeah.
family looks more similar?
You look a lot like your mum, which might actually help. I don't know, but you look nothing like your dad, and I feel like I look more like my mum than my dad. So maybe our child would look more like the mum.
There you go.
There you go, and you're correct. He said you.
There you go.
Bish bosh bash. So, who's going to get up more in the middle of the night to check the baby? Yes,
Yeah.
right.
So quick.
You guys know each other so well.
Definitely you.
And who is going to fight more to be the favourite parent? Who's going to fight?
Oh,
more?
him.
Yes!
Oh my god,
I did
100%.
9 out of 10 right. I think.
You are
Pretty
the
good.
first. You are the first couple as well to take on the Shish Don't Tell Mum podcast
Game.
game.
That's
Don't tell Mum. Well
But one,
done.
Love it.
one of the things I wanted to one of the things that we are here for is, Matt, you've got a book coming out.
Dun,
You've got a
dun,
book coming out, which is probably the coolest thing to say ever.
Thank you.
How did the idea spark and stuff? Like, is Guinness Book of World Records not good enough for you?
No, mine's better.
That's right. So yeah, how did the idea incept to now? So like, what's the process been like?
Well, so obviously I've done facts on MGC Matthew since 2020, and it was at the tail end of last year that I had the idea. I really want to make like a fact book. I feel like every fact book out there has the most generic facts. The moon's this far away from the sun. Africa's this big in miles. It's not. You can find the same facts in every book, in every store. So I wanted to find the best ones, the funny ones, the entertaining ones, the ones that make you go, there's no way that's true, but it is. Yeah. So I pitched it to Penguin, and in my pitch was,
cool.
I think about the Guinness World Records, but as facts and better. And that's what I want to do.
better.
But better. And that's what I want to try and accomplish. We do have it, but it's back there.
Oh yeah, definitely
God,
get it.
can we
Grab a
see
copy.
it?
Grab a copy for sure.
We try and.
nice.
So if I give you guys one.
Oh my god.
That,
How exciting.
here we go.
Why did you pass that to me?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fascinating facts to blow your curious mind and beyond.
Wow.
By JC Matthew. Mate,
For
this is
one.
absolutely amazing. And we love the
Thank
concept
you.
of it. I mean, growing up as, as a kid, after I
Straight
learned how to
on
read, maybe from the, early ages, 8, 9, 10 and onwards, I would be glued to Guinness Book of Records books. I'd love learning about the world, learning curious facts and things like that. So this is so up my street. And I'm sure that your demographic probably won't be as young as you think. I think as well. I feel like you'll get a lot more, you know what this could be? A really good toilet book. Everyone's going to have it in their bathroom.
So true.
And so you'd sit down.
I love that.
What a great idea.
That's such a good
you know what?
idea.
Because you
Everyone has a
learn
bathroom.
something. I just opened up the page to penguins propose to each other.
I know, that's so cute. Oh my God. I love that one.
So actually doing like every kind of blurb underneath every fact, you wrote all of this.
Everything
It's
I
in your
wrote,
own words, essentially, to a degree.
Yes.
And it's got like
amazing.
his comedic sense in it as
Yeah,
well, which
so
is
it's not
lovely.
just told normally. They'll have it how I tell it on TikTok. So if I want to add a little joke in there, I've added it in the writing. So it makes it a bit more fun to learn. But the only thing I didn't do in that book is Penguin checked my grammar, and that was it. But
Really?
everything else is me.
So how about like, do you say things in Welsh that the British wouldn't understand maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Are there any references in like Welsh language in here?
No,
there's-
there's
okay,
no
okay.
Welsh words. It's all English.
We don't speak Welsh.
You know,
Because sometimes I suppose like it's like the Americans when Cheryl Cole went over to do X Factor and she's from Newcastle, they didn't understand what she was saying, so they had to like bin her off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because her accent was too
my
strong.
God.
But Newcastle, they're so strong
Mad.
though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I love how our production team behind are bursting out laughing about that.
this is absolutely amazing though, man. And
Can we
you know,
read a section? Can we do? Is there one that's your favorite fact in this book that you can read?
My
The pod.
Oh, really?
No, you go first.
Well, I was going to say my favorite section in there, and this hopefully will help the demographic because I don't think this is.
It's me.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got, there's
Ooh.
an entire chapter in there on how animals in the animal kingdom get high. So obviously it's not the same methods that humans use.
Wow.
They're all different methods you would not think of. So I've found every possible animal and how they get
how they get high.
how they get completely wasted. Yeah.
Nice.
And I've stuck it in
So
there. It's an entire
weird.
chapter in the book, and that's my favorite section.
Don't
100%.
monkeys like steal alcohol at holiday parks or something?
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard?
yeah, 100% do that. Yeah.
I heard that dolphins give blowjobs.
What?
Yeah.
Where does that willy come
Yeah,
from?
no, I've heard that dolphins like the blowhole of the other dolphins. Yeah, how nuts is that? David Attenborough loves
He's
it.
like, I have to rewrite the book.
I know, I got to put that in there.
You should do like a sensory one, like a sensory
Yeah.
naughty
Yes.
book.
Yeah.
After it's like the
Naughty
second
sensory.
chapter.
Oh
and
my
then when
God.
your parents do a
Pop-up book.
fact about parents and things like tips and tricks or something. Oh my God, like I've got so many ideas for you.
Well, next year you want to do a conspiracy book, don't you?
Yes.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah,
Our
that's
friend
the
Connor
next
would
one.
love that. He's all into the
Love
conspiracies.
conspiracy
Because that's
theories.
part of your content on MJC
Yeah.
Matthew. So
Absolutely. I've been doing that
Yeah.
alongside my facts, so that's what I'm going to pitch to
Can I
Penguin
ask you a
next
quick
time.
question?
course.
UFOs, because there's been a lot on TikTok recently on the UFO situation.
Yes.
Is there any conspiracies? Do you think that's real in America right now? Or
I do. Maybe it is wishful thinking, but I believe that I believe UFOs have been here, 100%, and maybe we're in communication with them. I don't know.
100%,
Maybe.
definitely.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
agree.
doubt, no doubt. about it.
did you see the one with the cake though? They thought
Yeah.
it was a real alien and then they cut it and it was a cake.
Mexico.
in Mexico. Yes, yes.
So tell us
brilliant.
when this is out.
This is out November 2nd.
November 2nd.
November
Very
2nd.
close.
Very close.
Where can you
literally.
get it?
In all your favorite retailers, you got WH Smith, Waterstones, Amazon Books, of course, Foyles, and Bookshop. They're the 5, I believe.
TikTok shop as well.
Oh, I don't believe it is on TikTok
Ooh,
Shop,
TikTok
actually. I
We'll
don't
sell it
believe
for
it
you.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, I've never used TikTok shop, so
I
I
haven't
was
either.
just like,
No.
It's absolutely amazing.
Thank
I mean, to be honest, we've been so excited for this episode for so long, ever since we first reached out to you.
Yeah.
We love your content. We find it
thank you.
hilarious.
Gee.
Please keep creating this amazing, varied, like couples content because we love to see it. And I know that so many other people will love to see it as well.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
you know what? If first couple to come on our podcast and we've had such a good time,
we're
we'd love
honest.
to get to do it
Is it
again.
awesome?
yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
please.
Come back on again, especially
100%.
when you guys go down the parenting route, and then we can
100%.
give you lots of
Ooh,
tips as well with that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
If you don't already know, Chlo and Matt on TikTok and also on YouTube as well. We've also got their individual accounts as well. We'll tag them in underneath this
The info.
podcast, in the info, in the blurb. And guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
You're
so
Thank
much,
you
guys.
for
This is
having us.
awesome.
Thanks, guys.
We've loved it.
Sick.
Shh.